is cooking.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you know what that means. I'm here, boys and girls. Don't you worry. The Thrills is back with his matchup preview show. As you can see, I'm in full garb. I'm already rocking the Nationals jersey. Oh, who would it be? Well, for those new to the league, in case you didn't know, there's one called oh yeah, Bryce Harper, possibly the greatest human being to ever grace this earth as we know it. But enough about him and his greatness and his glory and his Ted Williams-esque game. We're here to talk about the matchups. We're here to talk about what we have going on in Week 2. Week 1, done. Didn't do anything for that. Wasn't prepared. Spring break. Fuck it. It's gone. It's over with. But now we're here with matchup rankings for Week 2, and I'm ready to get this shit going. Alright? So for those new to the program, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to sit. I'm going to go through the ranking. I'm going to go through the matchups. I'm going to talk about what I like, what I don't like, think about who I'm going to win. And then I'm going to close it off with a little something special each week. So we'll see what goes on this week. For those that don't know, WrestleMania was last night. So it's time to go ahead and give a little shout out to WrestleMania and wrestling fans everywhere this week when we hit up our matchup ratings. So, first out the gate, we've got Dr. Kanaga versus the Mullet. That's right, let's burn this bitch down straight out the gate here. Dr. Kanaga versus Chuck Nasty's Mullet. Both of them won last week, putting them at 1-1. Both of these are Harbor brothers. In case you're new to the league, these boys are brothers. They stick up for each other all the time. It's quite annoying here. And this week when I'm talking about teams, I'm going to talk about their best players that I see so far. So whether you drafted well, it's going to be my opinion of who I think your best overall draft pick was. This week we've got Dr. Kanaga rocking Mike Trout. Can't really go wrong there. I almost went with Corey Kluber, especially after the game he threw tonight. 8 innings, fucking 13 Ks, only 3 total bases. I'd say that's pretty damn tasty. Going up against Goldie and Chuck Nasty's Mullet. So looking at that, I mean, Goldie's super struggling right now. AJ Pollock's really carrying those Diamondbacks, and I still think Dr. Kanaga is going to win this week. I like Trout. I like Kluber. I like some things he's got going on. So I think big ol' Kamish Bedell is going to start the season 2-0. Chuck Nasty's Mullet going to fall to 1-1. 1-1 there. All right, so next up here, we're going to go ahead and look at one of the newbies to the league here, Charlie's Angels. And he's going up against our regular season champ from last year, one B. Ryan Express. Alright, so I don't know what to say about this matchup. You know, we got a lot of... Time to play this game. Alright, so this week in the game, I like Luis Severino for B Green's team right now. I think that's the best play. I think he's better than Aaron Judge. I think he's better than Matt Olson. Better than Yu Darvish. I like Severino's fiery fastball going up against Charlie's Angels. And his best player looking at damn, who did I write down here? Chucky Blackman. Alright, so I know D-Harp. Che, Charlie's Angels. You ever want to deal somebody, you could deal Chuck Nasty's Mullet. He would definitely take Charlie Blackman off your hands. That's like his favorite player. I love my Bryce. That's his Bryce. So, Charlie's Angels really dominated last week with his pitching, and I think they could probably continue. He seems to have a good head on his shoulders. Doesn't talk a lot, but he's definitely playing the game. All right, so Steve from Gainesville, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I'm thinking about going to town this week. If you got any good spots, if you got to know where I can stay for cheap, let me know. I think you're going to win this week. I think you're going to 2-0 as well. And I think B Green, our regular season champ from last year, is going to fall to 1-1. I just don't like your offense enough right now, B Green. I'm sorry, buddy. So that's 2 matches down, 4 to go. Let's go ahead and talk about next up. We got our... God, it fucking just hurts to say this. Our fucking champion from last year versus long ballers, Ryan Martin. Alright, so Ryan Martin, one of our favorite dudes. Cody Nobes, this is what I think about him. Alright, I don't even know how to put it into words. but Freddie Freeman is your best player. That's fucking awesome. But overall this week, I think Long Ballers is going to tell you that you've got as Mr. McMahon might say, you got no chance in hell this week, Cody. Long Ballers with Cookie Carrasco as his best player. I think he's going to pull the upset and beat you. I think he's going to go to 1-1. You're going to fall to 0-2, Coach. You're really going to have to get your shit together to, if you're going to be our champion. All right, man, I'd appreciate that. All right. So that moves on to matchup number 4. We got Pickle Dick, Big Anthony, Big, I'm going to be at the draft. I'm not going to be at the draft. What's a draft? Are we playing baseball this year? Fuck Commissioner Bedell. That's the thing I can get behind right there. Fuck Bedell. It's always his fault. We all know that. You're going up against Al Avila. Now, Al, playing a lot better this year. I really like what Al Avila's got going on. With his best players of Jose Altuve. You can't take those two players apart. Votto and Altuve together. That was fucking really smart, Savdog, getting a couple on-base machines. But you're going to need 2 versus 1 this week because Anthony's going to put up a fight. And as Bautista says, he's walking alone. I'm walking alone with you right now this week, Savdog. I think you're going to resurrect, come off the harsh defeat and go to 1-1. Pickle Rick, I think you're going to fall to 0-2. Or did you win last week? I don't really know. You're that unimportant right now. I'm just glad you have active players in all your spots. So, Big Ant, that's what I think about you. Al Avila pulling out the dub. Next up, we got a team I beat last week. T-Ball Express versus Los Mexis. Los Mexis, man after my own heart, just sending out trades left and right. Bam, bam, trade here, trade there, trade there. I like this, I don't like that. Always send a response. That's something for anybody out there. If you're sending trades, take a note from Los Mexis. He always sends you a response back to your trades, all right? That's a good dealer right there. Even if you're unhappy with the trade, you can at least send back and say, hey, I'm not interested in trading this guy right now, or I'm not making any deals. Save everybody some time. I know I throw a lot of trades. I know Los Mexis does as well. It's no reason to hate on us. It's no reason to not send us back and be like, no, I'm not interested in dealing right now. You got to move on to somebody else. So, Los Mexis, I still don't think you're going to win this week, buddy. Sorry about that. A man named William, he should be doing better than 0-2 to start. Garrett Cole's been looking phenomenal, though, so good pickup there. I really wanted him, but you fucking outbid me, you son of a bitch. T-Ball, I think you're going to go to 1-1. Gabby Sanchez looking really great, and I think he's going to shake off the little injury he's got going on and do something for you this week. So I think you're going to win. And that leads us to our last matchup of the week. That would be yours truly, Thrills Alexander, going up against one Stokeswood. I'm an asshole. Everybody knows that. If you're not figuring it out yet, I'm the asshole. I'm Mr. Assman. His name was Billy Gunn. My name's Will Mack. Same similar things. Definitely Bryce Harper rocking as my best player right now against Jay Cox Stokeswood. Giancarlo, his best player. His stats really fit on my team. Big power, big strikeouts, 200 average. Come on over, buddy. I don't deserve anybody that can hit, 250 right now. But I still think I'm going to win. I always have utmost confidence in myself. On these videos, I might predict myself to go 23-0 this year. All the way down into the playoffs, at which point I will stop making videos. I go on LeBron. I'll just go Twitter silence. But I think I'm going to win this week, putting me at 2-0, and Stokeswood back to 1-1 after his possible victory over Anthony last week. I think he won. I'm pretty sure he did. I could be mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But overall, I got myself winning, Dr. Kanaga winning, Chuck Nasty winning, Long Ballers with an upset, T-Ball winning, and I think I got Al Avila winning against Anthony right there. All right, well, those are my predictions this week. To close out the show in honor of WrestleMania last night, WrestleMania 34, I'm going to run down the top 5 wrestlers of my generation. So this takes out those old school guys like Ric Flair, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Those are going to be out of consideration here. Macho Man, Randy Savage, Ultimate Warrior, all donezo. So I think bringing in the top 5 wrestlers of my generation, my favorite 5 to watch. Turn on the TV, I want to see them. Number 5, the Rated R Superstar, Edge. Multi-time world champ, multi-time intercontinental champ, multi-time tag team champ, one of the greatest tag team champions of all time. In fact, WWE Hall of Famer Edge checking it at number 5. Number 4, the Triple H-ster, Paul Levesque, the COO of WWE right now, married to Stephanie McMahon, son-in-law of Vince McMahon. Puts on a great show anytime he goes out there, always sells for the opponent. Might book himself into too many main events, but overall, I still like what he's got going on. So Triple H, you're coming in at number 4. Number 3, The Dead Man. Hearing that gong is just the greatest thing ever. I was watching WrestleMania last night, and when his music hit, I still got chill bumps, goosebumps, whatever you want to call them. Always stoked to see The Undertaker. Black hair, no hair, short hair, gray hair, tombstone and people, tightrope and top rope. It's always something fun to watch. If you haven't seen The Undertaker, I definitely recommend checking out some of his early 2000s, late 90s matches. Casket matches, buried alive matches, anything with his brother Kane is a phenomenal watch. Number 2, most people's favorite here, Austin 316 says, I just whooped your ass. I could say that to most opponents this year, I hope. He comes in at number 2 on my list. Stone Cold, he could always draw a crowd. Biggest pop you'd ever hear. His music hits and everybody goes bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S, bananas. Always like Stone Cold, but he's not going to be the number 1. Number 1 in my book will always be the one and only Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I don't think anybody could beat his charisma. His in-ring ability could be matched, but he put on a good show regardless. I could never wait to hear the man say something on the mic. Always intrigued. Always remember sitting there watching with one Mr. Older Thrill Will Sr., watching him and talk about his $8,000 shirts he's rocking, his silk shirts coming down to the ring, looking badass. So Rocky coming in at number 1, top 5. You got anything different, come at me. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys. But those are mine for this week. If you got any recommendations, let me know. This was a fun show. We'll see you next week here on the Matchup Preview Rankings.